Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURDIANA binti Muhammad, and today I will explain about what key need will you meet in electric portable pot. First one is portability. For example, lightweight and compact for easy transport, and space-saving design suitable for small kitchen or mobile living. Second is multifunctionality. For example, cook, boil or heat various foods such as soups, rice, noodles and water. Also, may include additional function like steaming or warming. Next is energy efficiency. Uses minimal power to reduce electricity costs and support sustainability. And also fast heating to reduce cooking time and power usage. Next, durability and easy cleaning. Made from sturdy, rust-resistant materials like stainless steel or non-stick coating. And easy to clean for use on the go. For example, use case. First one is college student with limited kitchen access, campus or hikers needing hot meals, office workers wanting to cook lunch at work, and the last one is emergency use during power outage or natural disasters.
Okay, for individuals, we have students and working adults. Okay, for students' key need is for affordable, easy to use and convenient portable cooking solutions that minimize time and effort. So the problems that students usually experience in their university days is lack of access to affordable and cooking facilities, lack of easy-to-use cooking appliances that suitable for preparing a quick and hot meals, limited space, and some option of cooking facilities are often too pricey for them. With electric portable pot, students can access to hot meals easily. They like to eat real food like hot meals, but they can't due to a limited cooking facilities. So, electric portable pot is the best option they have. Next, electric portable pot is a very affordable and budget-friendly. This also matches the key need for students. Students are often budget conscious. I've saw a lot of ads in media social about electric portable pot, and most of them targeting students. So I guess that's why they give us a reasonable price, since they all know students need to save money for survive. Last but not least is versatility. Students love to eat a variety of food, but they can't because of its price. They can't be careless too by spending a lot of money in one meal because they need more in the future. And many students that still depend on their parents for financial support also have siblings in school, forcing them to manage their money wisely. Okay, next we have working adults. Working adults' key need is for quick, convenient and healthy portable cooking solutions that can save time and promote nutritious meal preparation. And the problems they usually experience is busy schedule, lack of options for preparing healthy meals, lack of space for larger appliances, and the options exist are often time-consuming. An electric portable can cook food quickly and efficiently. With a very busy schedule, having a quick meal is the best option they have. They cannot waste a minute of their time for something common, because their time is full and schedule is really packed. So having electric portable pot is a wise choice. Next, working adults have a limited space. Most of them love to do everything on their desk because it's faster, and some of them will go to the company cafeteria because they don't want to get their desk dirty, but sometimes cafeteria is packed. So, with electric portable pot, they can have their meals everywhere without mix any mess. Last but not least, electric portable pot is very easy to use and to clean. Cleanliness is a top priority for the company to ensure a very comfortable environment. So, it's each employee's responsibility to keep their workspace clean. Better environment, better work.
Hi, my name is NATASHA binti ZAHAR. So the next question is, how often do people experience this problem and when? So firstly, people experience this when overheating, or we call it as a heat transfer problem. Conduction is when heat moves from the heating coil to the metal base of the pot and then into the water or food inside. If in the pan have enough water, the heat has nowhere to go and boosts up the bottom, making the pot really hot and possibly causing damage. Then for the convection happens in liquid like water, such as when water heats up, the hot part rises and the cooler part sinks, which helps spread the heat around. But if the pot is empty, this can't happen. So the heat stays in one spot and might burn the food or damage the pot. So we can give example like raising 100 gram water by 50 Celsius, it would take we use formula Q is equal to MC delta T is equal to 100 multiplied with 8.186 multiplied with 50. Then we can get 2930 joule. Water also need a latent heat to change from liquid to steam, about 2260 joule per gram. As long as water is boiling, the temperature will stay stable at 100 degrees Celsius. But once the water evaporates, the pot heats up rapidly, since there's no phase change left to regulate the temperature. Okay, so I can give an example situation. Like a college student use a portable pot to cook noodles, but only add a small amount of water. Then he gets distracted and forget to turn off the portable hot pan. Then the water boils off, and without it, the pot continues to heat up. There's no convection or phase change anymore. So the metal base gets very hot. The bottom of the pot warps, the plastic parts start to smell like they are burning, and the non-stick coating is damaged.
So, how big is the problems for users? First thing that you need to know is most of the electric portable pots that sell with such a cheap prices is not evenly functioned as you think. This is from the experience of my friends where the pot only heated on the center of the pot and not all around the spaces on the pot. When this happens, it can cause the damage of the pot, and the users or the customers of the portable pot will face such a waste of money as they need to buy a new portable pot to cook their food with. And once it happens, when it's only heated on the center of the pot, the food that they are currently cooking wouldn't cook 100% the best. And this means they also will face a waste of time. And this need to be prevented as it didn't help us in living a life.
The heating materials that are used in an electric portable pot are nichrome alloy and iron chromium aluminium alloy. So, what will happen when those materials are not met? If those materials are not met, it will reduce the performance and efficiency of the pot. If the heating element material has lower than required electric resistance, it won't be able to generate enough heat. The pot might heat up too slowly or will not reach the temperature needed. Besides that, the pot also can overheating and fire risk. If the material has a lower melting point than required, the heating element could deform, melt, or even break during normal operation, and also will lead to short circuits or exposure of live wire.
So, our approach meeting this need is we will use aluminium as the materials in the inner pot. This is because aluminium has a high thermal conductivity and it helps food to cook evenly and quickly. This helps the customer to reduce their time usage, and it also have a better energy efficiency as it also has a low specific energy.
So, why plastic? Okay, the first one is cheaper. Basically, plastic is cheaper to produce than any materials. Because of this, plastic became a popular and a budget-friendly option for many products. The second one is a very good thermal insulation. As we know, plastic is a very good thermal insulation. It's preventing heat transfer and keeping things cool and warm. This is particularly useful in any containers for hot or cold food. It's also preventing us from having an electric shock while washing the portable pot. Okay, the third one is waterproof. Plastic being a waterproof because of its chemical structure. Many plastics are made of long chains of non-polar molecules, and water, being a polar molecule, does interact well with non-polar chains. And also because of its density. Some plastics are very dense, which they have no gaps or holes for water to seep through. And the fourth one is plastic is very easy to clean. Okay, for the last one, plastic is a material that doesn't decompose easily, making them last longer than any material.
For approach, what is your solution broadly? Okay, firstly, the solution is heat control and safety. To avoid the pan from overheating, one effective solution is to use the thermostat and temperature sensors that can automatically cut off power when the temperature goes beyond a safe limit. It's also important to have an auto shut-off feature, especially if the pan is left on too long or used without any water or oil inside. This helps prevent damage and lowers the risk of a fire. Then for added safety, we can use thermal fuses or resettable cut-off can be included. This acts as a backup system to shut down the device if there's a fault in any internal component. Finally, to make sure the heat spreads evenly across the cooking surface, the base of the pan should be made with materials like aluminium or copper, which are known for their good heat conductivity. Other than that, for power and efficiency, to make the pan heat up quickly and evenly, it is important to use a heating element that designed well, like a flat coil or an induction plate. This helps the heat spread out better and cook food more efficiently. Adding an insulation layer can also help. It stops heat from escaping too much and keeps the outside of the pan from getting too hot to touch. It's also useful to have adjustable power setting, so user can choose lower heat for simmering or higher heat for frying or searing, depending on what they are cooking.
Next question is, do you have any technical issue to solve? First technical issue is heating efficiency. The issue is how to ensure fast, even heating with minimal energy use. The approach is use high conductivity materials like aluminium base and efficient heating elements. Next one is power source compatibility. The issue is making the part work with various power source, and the approach is design dual power models or modular component for different power inputs. The next issue is temperature control. How to regulate and maintain cooking temperature for different foods. The approach is use thermostats, sensor or programmable controls. Next is safety mechanism. The issue is risk of burns, electric shock or tipping over. The approach is include feature like auto shut off, non-slip base, heat resistant handles and boil dry protection. The last one is material selection. The issue is pot must be lightweight but durable and safe for food contact. The approach is choose BPA free plastic, stainless steel or coated aluminium that meet food safety standards. That's all. Thank you.
Technical issues 1. Internal component failure. One of the technical issues for internal component failure is the faulty thermostat or temperature. It's because the sensor that regulates heat level might be manufacturing and leading to no heat. It also because the core component damaged or worn out. Besides that, technical issue for internal component failure is malfunctioning control board or panel. It's because the electric controls that regulate temperature and function might be defective or unresponsive. Technical issues 2. Overheating. One of the technical issues for overheating is malfunctioning temperature sensor or thermal cutout. This safety feature is designed to turn off the pot when it reaches to a certain temperature to prevent overheating. But if it is too sensitive or faulty, it might trip. Besides that, the technical issue for overheating is dry burning. If the pot is operated without sufficient liquid, it can overheat and trigger the safety to cut off. How to solve those technical issues? For technical issues 1, we need to use the correct calibration, materials and prevent the poor soldering, so the internal component like the thermostat or temperature can work well. For technical issues 2, the pot need to turn off automatically when there are not sufficient liquid and that can cause the pot overheat.